Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Welcome to Scalemodeling. How are we all? How is everybody in chat? We've got quite a few people there already. Gosh, you all beat me. You all beat me. Let's go up and look at the comments. How is everyone, eh? Got a little bit of a new angle thing happening here. How about this, eh? Something I'm trying out. Add a bit of color, block out the stuff we don't need to see, and probably don't need to see me either, but you're stuck with that. Hey there, everybody. I see Paul is there. Hello, Paul. Hey, welcome. Good morning to you. And we'll go back up to the top. I think we have Jeff in first, possibly. Yes, Jeff was in first. There he is, saying greetings, everyone. We'll pop that in there. There we go. Hey. What else we got? Wayne Saunders is there. Hello. G'day, Wayne. How are you? I'm sorry, I'm still waking up. As you know, it's 4 a.m. It's been a stormy night, quite a bit of rain. But otherwise, it's going to be another good day, I hope, here, another nice day. We got James there from To Boldly Go Model Works, pumping out videos as always. There's a lot of people are these days, aren't they? Gosh. And a few new people coming on the scene with videos too. If you change your search terms a little bit, you'll discover that there's quite a few large channels out there that aren't your regular view. And yeah, it's quite interesting. Anyway, so everyone's saying good morning. We go down the list and we've got we got Jim. There's Jim. I'll put the links shortly if you want to join me, anybody. We'll put the link in chat and you're welcome in. Who else we got? Jim in Chicago. Let's throw the weather up there early just to get that out of the way. The UK is 18 degrees and quite cloudy today. It's 28 degrees, a beautiful sunny 28 degrees in Chicago, where Jim is. Here in Chiang Mai, it's raining and 25, but 25 is pretty good for this time of the morning. It'll get up to the low 30s, like every other day. It's sunny in Sydney and 14 degrees. That's good. That's cool, but it's okay. Paris, France, 19 and cloudy. I just missed that as it scrolled across the bottom, so we'll have another quick look at that. Plastic Monkey is there. Paul, how are you, buddy? Say hello to Sue for me. Winnipeg, there we go. That's what I was trying to think of. Winnipeg, 17 degrees Celsius and cloudy. Ron might be popping in there later if he isn't already. And I've seen he's very tempted to get this new motorbike. Wow. Saw his video yesterday out at the Honda store. Gosh. But like I saw in one of your comments on the video there, someone suggested, because you had trouble getting your leg up over the back of the seat there. I have a tall bike, or I had a tall bike, my Suzuki V-Strom adventure bike. And what I would always do is you step onto the foot peg, stand up on that and sling your leg across. Much, much easier. It gives you at least that much more clearance and it makes it easier. So one of the guys suggested that in the comments and then I seconded it and said, yeah, for sure. Do that. In fact, I'm quite surprised that the dealer in the store didn't suggest it when you had trouble. Because that's, a lot of adventure bike riders jump on their bikes that way. But you'll see what I mean. You just step onto that foot peg with your left foot, and then you got all that extra clearance. But there you go. All right, go down the list. Who we got? Everyone's chatting away. The Atagi bridge carrier deck coming on. Yes, looking good, eh? Fantastic. That's good. Where are we? swelling. I don't know about that. What happened there? 4 days to go away? Really? I had, I'll tell you what I had last week. Just trying to catch up, chat. Don't want to miss anything. Stephen Haynes is in there in the house. How are you? Conjunctivitis. Yeah, in my left eye for some reason. It lasted, believe it or not. I never mentioned it on video, which was probably why I was wearing these to sort of hide it a little bit, because for a while there my eye was quite bad, and that lasted a full 2 weeks. It was terrible, Yeah, extremely contagious apparently. I haven't had that since I was a kid. I can't remember having that. Yeah, so I've obviously got that from someone else. I don't know. But anyway, I got these eye drops and antihistamine to slow the swelling, and they didn't seem to do anything. And it was just basically you just have to wait it out. You can't do much. There was 2 types of conjunctivitis. One was more making your eye water, whereas one was where you get that buildup of stuff on your eyes when you wake up in the morning and that sort of thing. But it was no fun. It was no fun. I had both. My eye was just tearing all the time, and yeah, not good. Anyway, but yeah, I hope you're better, whatever that is there, Jeff. I'm just looking at. I should put my glasses on, would help, wouldn't it? Let's check that out. Jeff saying I had a run-in with some hornets. Oh, stung 4 times on my hands. Oh, Jesus. Oh, I would imagine that would be a lot worse than wasps or bees. Hey, hornets. What are you disturbing a hornet's nest for, you silly man? Oh my gosh. On your hand too. Oh gosh. That's not good. Oh well. God. Anyway. Hornets. Yeah. Ugh. Stuff that. That's one thing. One thing that I don't see much of over here in Thailand are bugs. Certainly don't see any bees. And in fact, you rarely, believe it or not, see flies here. I'm from Australia. It probably has the worst flies in the world, where, the Aussie salute of doing this for the flies is just, you don't even think about it. You just do this all the time, especially out in the country. Over here, you could be sitting outside in the street stall there, and food everywhere, you're eating and they're cooking, and there's no flies. Yeah? You might see 1 or 2, but that's it. But most of the time, no flies. It's great. It's great. Gosh. Anyway, gosh, the things we talk about. Who else we got in here? Kits are impressive and have quite a few vehicles. The kits, right? Okay. Model tank guy, there he is. Ready, go. There he is. Charlie's there as well. Hey, Charlie. Charlie, that's a cool name, hey? That's a good name. It's an old-fashioned name, but it has that catch in it, like there's a Charlie Sheen, there's a Charlie Chaplin. Charlie, yeah. It's a good name. There you go. Charlie Greach. Very good. All right. There wouldn't be a Saturday afternoon without you, mate. Oh, that's good to know. I'm glad to hear that. I am, really. Okay. There's my mate Gilly. Hey. Who follows me on Facebook. Don't you, mate? Hey? Swapping photos. I've got a few updates to let you know a few things about. I bought a new T-shirt. Look at this. Hey, look at this. Hey, and this. Not sponsors, unfortunately, but I'm open to the offers if anyone's out there listening. Yeah, but yeah. How much was the T-shirt? $5, $6, $6. I bought 2 of them. I got another one in the cupboard. They're really good. They're a strange material. They're like a waterproof material. This actually is probably one size too small. This is a large, whereas my other one's an extra large. But he only had one of this one, and I like these on here. They're on the back as well. No, on the back it just says Thailand. See, we've got Thailand across the back with, I think it's 69, one of my favorite numbers on there. So, but yeah, all good. And spoke about last week about my camera, getting my new DJI action camera. Unfortunately, when I went into the shop last weekend, the guy wasn't there. I couldn't quite understand what the girl was telling me, whether he had to go to hospital for a family member or a friend or for himself. But I don't know if it was serious or whatever, but that's why he wasn't at work that day. But she did ring and speak to him, and found out that he'd informed management that I was after this video camera, this DJI camera, but he hadn't heard back from him yet. So at least he's gone through and done something. So that's good. So I'll go back there today, actually. I have to remember that. And hopefully there'll be a bit more progress and towards getting a new camera and microphone set for my videoing. So there you go. I also, we got some other, Dominic's there. Hello, Dom. How are you, buddy? Welcome. Thanks, mate. Yeah, I like the t-shirt. So yeah, it's good. These are good t-shirts. They're cool to wear, and they're not. They dry quick, and you can wear them anywhere. So it's all good. What I'd like to get is like my own t-shirt made up. Get the Oz Scalemodeling thing going or whatever. But there we go. Here we got Stephen saying hello to Dominic. There we go down the list. Everyone's saying hello to everybody. Daniel's there. Hello, there he is. Just not saying anything. That's okay. It's okay. Watching, not listening. Is that right? Listening, not watching. Something. I got that all wrong, didn't I? Okay, living the dream, model tank guy. Absolutely. Captain Charlemagne. There he is. He's got to be up early in the morning, stopping in to say hello and wish you all a great week. Thanks, buddy. Welcome. There in Florida. I think I've nearly caught up in chat. No, I haven't. Got to keep going. Daniel's saying good morning and evening to everybody, wherever you are, like I say. It's 16 degrees there in the Netherlands right now. Maybe I should add that to my list of countries. I should, shouldn't I? I should. Anthony Jones is there saying hello, folks. Hello, mate. Welcome. 33 for us, Peter. Way too warm for late September. 33? Is that right? Weather, when I did a quick check, it was telling me it was 28. Maybe it'll get up to that or whatever. That might be. Well, hey, I just say Chicago. So depending if you're near the water or where you are, can affect the temperature. Let me sip of coffee. Hang on a second. That's good. That's good. Hobby time's in. Hey there, Hobby time. Welcome. How many have we got in? Nearly 20. Is 20 in there watching? Fantastic. Don't forget, thumbs up always. If you're watching the replay, stick a comment down below. That'd be great. Subscribe if you haven't already. We're getting up there in the numbers, eh? Subscriptions are going up, which is good. And you're always welcome to join the channel and too as a way to support my content providing, as we put it. We had a great big storm last night. Thunder and lightning, and it's really strange weather to what I'm used to. For some reason, because like I've mentioned before, Chiang Mai is in a bowl surrounded by mountains. And there was a time yesterday, 2 or 3 days ago, this wind came up in the morning, and it was coming directly at my window and balcony. And I've never had the wind come in that direction before. Usually it's more coming up from the south. Yeah, usually it's coming up from the south. This was coming from the east. Anyway, I thought, so what I did was I'll just air out the place, because you know how overnight, and it's quite hot here during the day, your lounge and your bed and your stuff generate a lot of heat. They hold the heat in. So I thought I'll open my front door into the corridor out the front in the condo here, which is a quite big hallway out there, and let the wind blow through and just blow all the dust and blow all the heat out. And this wind came up really strong. It was almost like blowing the bed sheets and off the bed and the pillows off the lounge, and it was roaring through. And I thought, great, and just let the thing air out. And all the dust on the tile floor all went out the door. I thought, go on, go. It's like those big, well, they have him in Texas, those things, tumbleweeds. There we go. They all rolled out of the place. And off they went. And then the wind just disappeared. All of a sudden, just dropped off to nothing. Instantly. It was like really weird. It was like it was like the ghost of a dinosaur walked past. Something big. And they're all dead now, so I guess there could be a lot of ghosts of them around, eh? Maybe that's where the wind comes from. But anyway, it's getting a bit crazy. So, yeah, the wind died off, and then the rain came. So the rain just poured down for about 20 minutes, and then it disappeared. And never once since I've been here have I seen it both windy and raining at the same time. So the wind seems to come through, followed by the rain, and then the wind disappears. And the rain is always straight down. There's no wind. It's really, really strange. Whereas in Sydney, oh, you know what that's like, Paul. On a windy, rainy day, you get both. Obviously, we don't get the cold part of it here. And to be honest, the wind doesn't cool things down very much. But I think it must be to do with the mountains. There's a lot of flooding. I don't know if you guys have been watching the news, but there's been a lot of very bad flooding over here. They had a typhoon come across from Vietnam and China and the Philippines, and a lot of damage and flooding down south and further north of here, a place called Chiang Rai, which is near the border with Laos on the Mekong. The Mekong's all overflowed and flooded and all up there. But right here in Chiang Mai, in the city, in this area here, it's just been weather as normal, the usual rain, the heat. I'm still getting my time down at the swimming pool in the sun, and it's fine. So, it's strange. We're a bit protected by the mountains. It's like the storms come in, hit the mountains, and that sort of slows it down before it comes down through the bowl and into these areas here. So there we go. Gosh, how are we going? I'm talking so much, I should be still slicing down through the chat. Scrolling is what I tried to say. Scripping, it's a new word. It's a new word. We're scripping down the chat. Let's script down the chat. Here we go. So, yeah, that would not be good for your modeling. Definitely. Not good. Jet's in, is he? There he is. I missed him. There he is up there. Put him back there. Jet Scale Models is there. Good one. I'm going to go down quickly now. Down through. Here we go. Oh, I learned something new yesterday. Foosball. Foosball. I thought foosball was just another variation of American football. That they've got. Because my mate was talking to me yesterday who lives in Texas, and obviously it's the football season over there, and he's watching the game, and he says, I'm watching foosball. And I'm trying to think, foosball, what's that? Oh, there's 100,000 people in the stadium. It's huge. And I thought he was talking about something different, like there's that other game they have in Australia and probably other places as well, that's like tennis, but it's a different version of tennis. And he's saying this foosball. And then he's talking about Adam Sandler and the Water Boy and how that came out with this word foosball. And he's actually just talking about the normal American football. So I thought, oh, okay, right. That's what you're talking about. I'm trying to figure it out. Why did I start talking about that? I got no idea. You know, you'd wonder that someone who can just babble out shit like me could get a full night's sleep. You know, I don't dream. Here we go. Here I go again. I don't dream. The only time I ever dream, it's a nightmare. All right. It's always only my dreams, if I ever have any. Well, shouldn't say I don't dream. They say everybody dreams, just many people don't remember their dreams. So I guess I dream but don't remember them. All right. But yeah, they're always nightmares or bad dreams. Okay. I dream of things like plane crashes and things like that. Very realistic ones, where you can almost feel the heat from the flames of a disaster. But very. Oh, actually, I haven't had a dream for. Oh, I don't think I've had a dream since I've been in Thailand. There you go. How's that? So that's a good sign. No disasters coming up, people. You know, and on the note of disasters and things happening, I hope you've all thrown away your pages. Okay, just make sure you've thrown out your pages. All right, you know, pages. When I first heard that, I'm thinking, how ridiculous. Who still uses pages? That's just silly. It's like, you know, oh, my page is going off. Let me go find a payphone to make a phone call. Oh shit, where am I going to find a payphone? You know, obviously I figured it out, and with discussion from my good buddy in Texas, there explained to me why they use pages as a security measure. So fair enough, but brilliant. I think it's brilliant that they came up with that and they planned that out and it worked. In a way, it's a terrorist attack, isn't it? Even though it's against insurgents or whatever you want to call about it, it's still a terrorist attack, isn't it? Right? I mean, if they did that in a Western country, but we don't wear pages, of course, it would be considered a terrorist attack, wouldn't it? So fascinating stuff, wasn't it? Yeah, 25 years, says Jeff. I'm just looking down there. 20 years ago. Yeah, we all had pages before mobile phones, you know. Yeah, for sure. I used them for a bit longer in the security industry. When I first got into security, we did have pages. Yeah, but that was only because they didn't like us using mobile phones. Well, you know, our own mobile phones. All right, moving on. Jim, wow, Jeff, didn't hear the explanation. Oh, we saw that. Yeah, we're going down. Yeah, I was thinking of having a bee farm once, years ago. I love honey, but hornets, of course, you can't do that. Yeah, like Jim says, yeah, they can. Haven't been stung for a bee in a long time either, or a wasp for that matter. How are we going? Let's go down the list. Nice t-shirt. Yes, thank you. Oh, you're feeling a bit left out, are we? Who's not reading your chat comments about Charlie Brown? Everyone's. I'm scooting through because I'm trying to catch up because, you know, you guys just going crazy. You think I talk a lot. 28 degrees Celsius, probably the city itself. Oh, okay. Yeah, a bit warmer in the southwest of Chicago. I see. Rightio. Did we hear, what's this? We did hear today though the sky was falling in. Really? I know there was a full moon or something, wasn't there? Something was going on out there astronomically. Astronomically? There's a word, isn't it? Ah. Heard about the Hornets getting you. Yeah, I had a vision of you saying, Jet, what's this? Had a vision of you running, flailing your arms like a cartoon character a bit. Or Benny Hill, yeah, music playing in the background. Yeah, yeah, being chased by girls with big knockers. Good on you. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, hey, I've got to tell you, I was watching my stream last week, and we talked about that computer game, which now I can't even say the word. Because I got my video got demonetized by YouTube because of talking about that modeling game. Yeah, not that it matters much. I don't make much money on these live streams, and I only put the monetization on for the replays mostly. But yeah, it was quite ridiculous, really. You know, why should I have my monetization turned off when I'm promoting another product? That's ridiculous. Maybe I'm going to have to cover these up, am I now? Who knows? Where else we got? And yes, he's going to do a full interior kit in the near future. That's good. That's good. MP, there he is. Model Plastic is there. Everyone's saying hello. Good. What else we got? I'm going to put the link in the channel shortly. I'll put it in there shortly. Yeah, another version of tennis. Paddle or badminton? No, I don't know. It's called something or other. My sister plays it. I don't know what it is. It's a social thing that a lot of people can play. It's like tennis. Apparently tennis is making a big deal of it because it's getting popular and taking people away from tennis. Strange. So I'll think of it later, probably after the stream. How are we going? Going down. Talking about tanks. Foosball is a soccer game in bars. That's right. It's the thing on the machine where you twist the poles and the players there and they kick the ball around on the machine there, right? That's what they call foosball in Europe. Yeah. Yeah. Well, and soccer. Yeah. And America has stolen your name. They're calling their football gridiron foosball now. Yeah. I don't know. But yeah. And it's a tabletop game. That's right, it is. What else we got? 20 years ago. Yeah. Yeah, the pages. Yep. Hello, Marvel. There's Mr. Marvel there. How are you, buddy? Welcome. I've got to catch up on chat. Oh, I'm nearly there. That's good. Everyone's saying hello to Marvel. Yeah, I know. I have to cover it. It's crazy. It's stupid. You know, YouTube's just announced a lot of new features that are coming out for streamers as well. In America, they had this big convention over there. One of the things that they're bringing out is this community thing. So it's like having a messenger, Facebook Messenger thing built into your YouTube channel for community chat, basically. So I have not watched anything on it in detail. I've seen a couple of other YouTubers that talk about YouTube features, talk about it, but I don't know. I don't know how that's going to work. I mean, anything YouTube does and changes or introduces as features is going to benefit them in some way for their revenue. All right. Otherwise, they wouldn't make the changes. So whether that's a good thing for you as a YouTuber or not, I don't know. I mean, I've got my Facebook Hangouts. All right, we got like 120 odd members of that. Mind you, the members aren't huge, but it's because I restrict it to people who are members of the YouTube channel. Now, I could open up that restriction and we'd probably get some more people in, but, you know, are they going to be as connected as what everybody else is? But that's why you have your Hangouts and or your Facebook groups for things like that. But to do one in YouTube itself, I don't know. We'll see. I'm not sure if that's going to work too well. Or how that's going to grow your channel. Is it going to take away from people commenting on your videos if there's another alternative way to comment? It's like they're talking about 30%. Each year, there's been a 30% increase of people watching YouTube on their TVs. So YouTube are going to bring out this new feature where you can bring your videos out. Now, this is good for people like me and Paul and Jeff and James and everybody doing YouTube model videos who bring out part 1, part 2, part 3 stuff of their builds. They're going to bring out episodes. Like you have like a Netflix series on TV where you've got, you know, series, whatever, episode 1. Well, you'll be able to not just categorize yours into playlists like you do, which you can access on your PC and mobile phone, but for people on TVs, they're going to have episodes. So you'll be able to go, you know, the MiniArt M3 tank build series, whatever it might be, episode 1, then episode 2. So while somebody's watching an episode that you've just put out, I'm imagining on your TV screen using your TV remote, you'll be finding it much easier to scroll across rather than trying to click links and go through like your TV menu, and you'll see all the episodes connected to that video. So I think that's probably something good. That's something good that could work. We'll see how. We'll see. It depends on the content. For us, it's good. I think it's a good thing, especially longer videos. You know, I mean, I could sit here and be doing stuff on my PC, editing videos or whatever I'm doing, you know, gaming or stuff, and I can have a YouTube video over there playing on the TV. You know, Jeff's over there building his model on his 30-minute video, you know, that sort of thing in the background. So that's a way, because, you know, like they say, more people are watching it on TV. Yes, we're glad Jeff's recovering from that. Pickleball, that's what I was trying to think of. That's it. Yeah, you got it. Pickleball. Strange. Google foosball. You will see how it's played. Yeah. But I did that yesterday. Now, everybody's different. When you put in something, search into Google, Google knows who you are, where you are, all your interests, everything, your bank account details, your PIN number, they know everything. So the results you get are not going to be the same as somebody in Chicago doing a Google search or someone anywhere else. And it was strange for me, not being American or in America, actually putting it in, and the first dozen or so results were all about the game machine, soccer. Right down the bottom, there was an actual game of football that related to it. So there you go. Hey, Bill Drat, I just see you sneaking in over there. Fantastic. Good morning to you. So yeah, that's what happens. So, I'm not happy with America. I'll tell you a story. Let's get down into chat a bit further here. What else we got? Fishy's there. Hey there, welcome, mate. Here, Fishy's back. Welcome back, mate. Love that name. Here, Fishy. That's fantastic. You know, I have a game I play. It's called Once Human. No YouTube. I'm not promoting it. Jesus. And it came out just a month or so ago. Good game. And you can go fishing in there, like World of Warcraft or WoW. You can fish in that. You can fish in this game too, and you can pull in all different salmon and trout and different types of fish, different weights and sizes, and use them in your recipes for making buffs for your character and things, all that. But it's pretty cool fishing game. Yeah. There's another game I'm playing as well that also has fishing in it. I enjoy fishing. Here, fishy, fishy. Very good. Where else we going? Everyone saying hello. Everyone's saying hello. Everyone's saying hello. Good. And there he is saying hello as well. What else we got? Yeah. So, yeah, there goes a week's monetization. Yeah, I know. Look, there's nothing worse than watching a live stream and have an ad cut in for. And I find this on a mobile. Tell me if you have this issue, right? But if you're on a mobile watching a live stream, right, and then an ad pops up, so you wait 5 seconds, you hit skip the ad, right? But what happens? Your chat will automatically scroll right back to the beginning. And then you got to swipe down, depending on how busy the live stream is, to catch up on chat again. And of course, then you've missed 5 seconds, which may not seem much, but you sit there and count 5 seconds. That's quite a lot of whatever the content is the provider's giving you that they're talking about that you've just missed out. So I don't like live streams interrupting. I don't like commercials coming in and interrupting a live stream. It's okay if you're watching a replay, because if you're on a replay, you can hit the space bar and pause it, go away. You can go back and, you don't miss that. And the chat, if you've got live chat replay happening on the replay of your video live streams, it won't scroll back to the beginning. It stays where it's up to. So, that's the way it is. So, yeah. Don't let me forget about that subject. Oh, gosh. I know we're not talking much about modeling, but I'll bring you in soon. Yeah, I know. I'll get you in. I'll get you in soon. Hello, everybody. Yes, life's hard. It is. Life's a struggle, and it's a struggle for me this week. Oh, gosh. The shit that hit the fan this week here. This was not a good week. I mean, it was not a bad week. I'll probably make it out worse than it is, but it wasn't a great week. All right, so this will be the last story, and after this, I'll throw the link in, and you're welcome to come and join me. All right, this is what happened. Okay, back in Australia, I'm a Queenslander. I have a bank account. I will name the account. The bank is called Suncorp. I've been with them for 20 years. Okay, pretty close to it. Fine, love them, great bank. They recently, this year, got taken over by another bank in Australia, the Australian and New Zealand banking, which is ANZ. All right, so now they're owned by a bigger bank. They've just, you know what happens with takeovers. Anyway, all that aside, I'm sitting there go over to my TV one night. I thought I'll go see what's on Netflix. I like to flick on Netflix every night, and I'm watching a couple of series on there. Bring it up, and it comes up telling me that my payment can't be processed. There's a problem with my payment. I thought, okay. So I come back over here. I check into my bank account, go onto my app, and I look, and I go, well, money's there. I don't know what the problem is. I go back to Netflix, click whatever, and I can't watch Netflix. So I can't watch anything. Thought, what's going on? I go back to my app and go into my account. I've got a bank account, one bank account with sub-accounts, if you know what I mean. I've got my savings account where all my normal bills come out of, and I've got another two little one's called the bills account. This is what I used to use in Australia. A bills account, and my pay account, which my money goes into. And at this point, my YouTube revenue will go into that pay account. And then I just transfer it into the accounts where I'm using it, pay bills, my general shopping day to day, and my savings. It's all there with my 4 accounts. My bank, Suncorp, has locked out my accounts. I can't transfer money between my accounts. I can't take $50 out of one of my sub accounts and put it into my everyday account to cover a PayPal payment, which is another problem. PayPal sent me emails saying that they've been refused access to my bank accounts. So anyway, to keep the story short, I can't get money out. I can't pay my bills that are coming in, and my YouTube payment, which was due to come in on the 20th, which was, well, we're here on the 22nd now. So 2 days ago, it didn't go in. The bank won't allow money to go into my account either. All right. So hopefully it's not going to cause deeper problems. But what happened? So what happened? Well, I got this when I contacted the bank. Now on my mobile phone, I didn't think I could ring international numbers. So I tried to go through the secure app with the bank on the bank internet banking and speak to somebody, customer support, which I did. And I'm talking up. Cutting into Jim's time. No. Yes. So yeah, this is I'm playing this. I'm getting my talk out now. So I actually would. Well, see, you took my train of thought. Now I'm going to have to start from the beginning again. Hey? No, it's all right. So yeah, I'm locked out. I can't access my money there. Right? Bills aren't being paid. Money's not going in. I contacted them through the app, through message and chat. They said you have to fill in this form and send it back to us. And I look at the form. 1 second. Okay. I'm not going to show this. Obviously, it's filled out my info, but okay. Let me tell you the name on this form. This is what it is. It's the Foreign Tax Liability Self-Certification Declaration for an Individual. Right? So because I've moved here to Thailand and I changed my address on my bank account to my address here, because if I lose my card and need a replacement, or one of my cards expires and need a replacement, they can send it to me, which they will do. I checked, no problem. They'll send it to me overseas here. But they think that I've changed my residence for tax purposes to Thailand. I'm like, what? I've just paid my taxes in the last tax return. I put in my tax return this year, right? I've been paying taxes for 45 years, right? And I've always been in Australia, Australian citizen, right? I have an Australian passport. I sent this back to them, signed. One of the questions here is, right, are you a US citizen or US resident for tax purposes? Why did my Australian bank want to know that? I tick no, I'm not. The next question, are you a resident of any other country for tax purposes? No, I'm not. I'm still an Australian citizen and I'm for tax purposes, not here in Thailand. I have a retirement visa, but that's just the name of the visa. It's actually an extension of stay, which you renew every year. I am not a citizen here. So I sent this back. Right? For that one, I ticked also no, right? But then I realized it's not the Australian tax that want this filled in from my bank. The IRS want this information. They want me to prove that I am not an American citizen dodging tax here in Thailand. How or why they think that, I have no idea. I'm born in Australia. Everything is Australian. I have no correspondence or dealings with America in anything I do. And they're chasing me up. And they locked up my bank account like I'm a Russian being sanctioned. Seriously. And this happened last Wednesday, and I still don't have any access to my account. I sent this back because I did fill it out wrongly, so I emailed them back a new form because obviously it's American asking me this, so I had to change it. Are you a resident of any other country for tax purposes? I changed that to yes. I wrote Australia, and I put my tax file number there, which is information my bank could have given them anyway. My bank has my tax file number and my other forms of identification. What gives America the right to put a block on my account here in Australia because they think for whatever reason I'm an American citizen? I don't understand it at all. I've never owned a bank account. I haven't been to America in 15 years. No idea. So I'm not happy about it. When it does get sorted out, I don't want them to I don't want to be jumping on my app and go, oh, it's working now. I have access now. No, I want to know why I was picked out, especially when I'm a nobody. I'm a nobody. I'm not a company owner. I'm not a millionaire. I'm not a CEO or anything like. I literally have less than $1,000 in that bank account. You know, it's just ridiculous that I should be hit with something like this. And what if I was living off that money and needed access to those funds, which I don't, all right? I'm here in Thailand. I have a Thailand bank account with most my money in it. I also have a Wise account with money in it as well. This is just to cover the few bills that I have that might come in from Australia, including these guys, all right, which comes out of my bank account there, as well as anything I use for PayPal, because for some reason I've had trouble converting my bank account details to the Thailand bank account for PayPal. But yeah, I'm not happy with that. I don't know why they've ever done that. So there you go. Has anybody else experienced something like that? And how long is this going to take to fix? You know, I'm getting all sorts of conflicting information from my bank Suncorp chat. The other thing too, they sent me a message saying that, you know, here's the international number you can ring for customer service. And if you call that number, you can do from a landline, you can reverse charge it. And I'm like, what are you guys, back in the 80s? Where am I going to find a landline to ring out? You know, this is 2024. You know, or if I'm in prison, will you accept this call? I mean, really. But they sent me a number, which I thought, well, I'll give it a go. So I typed it into my phone and I rang it, and it rang. I'm like, wow, cool. I get through. Suncorp answer the phone, answering service. Sorry, we're busy. All our operators are busy at the moment. You've been placed in a queue and will be answered as soon as possible, blah, blah, blah. So I sit there for 15 minutes, that's all. 15 minutes in a queue on hold, thinking, great, I can finally talk to a person, give them my verbal password, identify myself, and maybe get this thing sorted out quicker. And they can explain to me quicker than trying to do it in chat. You know the difference. You know how hard that is. Hey, Zinzan, welcome, mate. So after 15 minutes, the call drops out. I'm cut off. I'm like, what the hell? And I look, I used up a whole month's credit on my SIM card on that 15-minute being on hold, and it cut me off. What? So I had to go straight into my AIS Thai SIM card app, throw another month's in there to get my phone to work again. Now, all right, I don't pay much. $20 a month is my mobile phone cost, but it cost me more than $1 a minute to sit there on hold. So there goes the idea of ringing them. You know, here I am, international, with a problem, and they put me on the same hold queue as someone who might be down the road ringing up on a 1300 number. Not happy with Suncorp Bank at all. And this never happened before. I've been overseas when I was flying to Nairobi via Oman. I was at the airport in Muscat in Oman, and I had to stop there for quite a long hours, and I used my card at the ATM to take some cash out so I could get something to eat, and they blocked my card. Even though before I left, I told them all the countries I was visiting on that trip, they blocked my card. But back then, and of course I've just landed in a place where my SIM doesn't work, so I can't contact the bank. So I go to the concierge at the airport and ask if I could borrow their phone to contact my bank and get them to ring me back on that phone, which they did without a problem at all. Within 10 minutes, I was talking to a customer service with my bank on the concierge's phone, and we sorted the problem out. And when I hung up, my card was working again. But now their new policy is we can't phone you, you have to phone us. Anyway, let's get a link in the chat, and if anyone wants to come in, let me bring this up. We want to invite, copy, close that. There we go. Post that in there, and I'll let somebody else talk. How's that? Who could that be? Who could it be? Eh? Who's going to be the mystery person that's going to accept my invitation? Did I say hello to Zin? I think I did. Mr. Zin Zan Scar Models is there. We got Paul. Oh, Paul's sneaking in. We'll give him a sec to get ready. That's good. I'm getting down through chat. I'm working up a sweat, see? I'm getting all hyped up about that. Ah, crazy. My hope is that when I can get my bank account back up and running again, that I don't have to reapply my Netflix again, that they haven't messed up my account, or PayPal needs me to reset it or something. Everything's much harder to do from outside your home country. Yeah. Wayne Saunders there. Get Hibbo on. Yeah. Hibbo looks like he might have a job next week. He's enjoying his retirement life at the moment. All right, here we go. Let's get Paul in. Hey, buddy. How are you, mate?
Morning, Pete. Morning, everybody.
Hey, good. So, yeah, my dramas for the week. That plane looks nice. Look at that. Is that finished?
No, not yet. I've got to wait for decals to arrive.
Decals it needs.
Yeah, they're currently out of production.
All right. Well, that's where it's going to live. You're going to have to work around it from now on.
Well, that's how big it is, Pete.
Massive. I mean, that must weigh like 1.5 kilos or
a bit more than that with all the lead I had to put in it.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
And it's still a tail sitter.
Yeah. Oh, really? Okay. Yeah. How are you going to fix that?
A piece of clear sprue through a hole drilled into the back of the fuselage.
Right. Okay. There we go. There's always a way. Always a way. Oh, gosh. Gee, they make life difficult, says Charlie. Yeah. What's this? Jet saying, might be America. YouTube is from America, and that's where your money comes from on your YouTube channel. You know, I thought that was the case, but if I go into my AdSense, for some unknown reason, my payments from YouTube are coming from Ireland. Huh? Go figure that. There must be some tax break for YouTube.
YouTube's in Ireland for tax reasons.
Yeah. So that scraps that idea out. I'm going to get to the bottom of it. I want to know because
call 60 Minutes, Pete.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. There is actually a website, government website, where you can put in a formal complaint of some sort, but I'll see how it pans out. I'm sure it'll be okay. I mean, you know, I'm no threat or anything, or I'm not an American citizen. Like, seriously, it's just crazy. Are the new owners of the bank based in the US? No, they're not. No, they're New Zealand and Australian. So, and the other thing too is that I changed my address to Thailand here 7 months ago, couple of weeks before I moved here. So why is this happening now? You know, it's been there for 7 months as my address. I mean, it's even a couple of months beyond the end of the Australian financial year. I put in my tax return. That's all done. Maybe it's something to do with my driver's license, because I did change the address on my driver's license when I left Sydney to my sister's address in Queensland. Is that right? No, that's right. I kept my Queensland driver's license with my Queensland address. You can't have you have to change it to a New South Wales driver's license if you change. But I had a different address. What I wanted to do was, while I'm over here, I knew my driver's license was going to expire, and to renew it, it would be sent to my sister's address, and she could forward it on to me. So I had to put my address of an old address I had in Queensland to my sister's. But because I did that, the electoral roll somehow found out, and the local politicians started sending me emails, sending me mail to my sister's place, because obviously the local politicians have access to the Department of Motor Transport, and they can track and find out who's moving into their electorate.
The electoral rolls are linked to the licensing.
No privacy, is there? So how? But what that's got to do with this deck, this stuff here, is just no idea. No idea.
That's the world we live in now.
And I just hope it gets sorted out quickly, because obviously the YouTube money will get sent back to YouTube, and they'll probably most likely, I won't get paid this month. It'll go on to next month's payment. That's no big deal. But I'm missing Netflix. I can't watch Netflix on TV. And
first world problems, Pete.
Yeah, exactly. And the game, I've got a game that I just paid for using PayPal on Steam, right? And it's another game I'm playing now because I'm getting sick of the other one I was on. Now, that payment all went through. It went through PayPal, and it was all cleared. And then I got the link and I downloaded it, and I've been playing it for about 4 or 5 days, right? No problem. Then I get PayPal sending me email saying that the money that they're requesting from my savings account to cover the Steam game I bought, they can't get the money out of my account. But I'm still playing the game. They're still letting me log into the game. So until they try and go back to Steam and get my money back, I'm probably going to get cut out of Steam and being able to play my video game as well. And that's just pissing me off. That's just not fair. You know?
Mikey's just put something interesting in for you.
I got a life here, you know. I got to play my video games. Have you updated your tax allocation on YouTube? I had a reminder, needs updating every 12 months. Tax allocation. Now, I heard something about that. And I had a quick look on there, and I don't see any notifications of that or anything telling me to do that, or even know where to do that. Do you do that through AdSense? Because that's the only way you go in and see your payments for the months and how much you're getting paid through your revenue. So have you updated your tax allocation on YouTube? Updating every 12 months. Needs updating every 12 months. I'll look into that. On YouTube itself, is it? I'll have to go through my back settings on that and check, because, yeah, we'll see. So you need a loan. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, it's like, you know, well, yeah, join the channel, buy me a coffee. I'm not going to get any of the money now because it goes into my bank account, which I can't access because, you know, I'm being sanctioned like some Russian. You know? Oh, gosh. Anyway, I'm just clearing my notifications on my laptop. Ron's posting his videos on YouTube and in Facebook. Through AdSense, go to payments. Yeah, I went through there. There was nothing. There was nothing being asked of me to do that. If you updated your tax allocation, what do they want? They don't need my address. They probably just want my bank account details. I don't know. Pete the Rusky. There we go.
Comrade Pete.
Yeah, of course. Anyway, have you contacted any embassies, whether it's Australian or US? I don't know. Look, I got better things to do. Yeah, it's crazy. Here we go. Trip there. It's because YouTube is a US company, yes, and you're receiving income from the US that they assume you see American. Same exact thing happened to your boy Panorama. All right, he's another guy on another channel, but yeah. But look, YouTubers are all over the world. Is this happening to YouTubers all over the world just because it's an American company? They can't expect that people on YouTube are American just because it's an American company. Could you imagine how many people are getting their accounts frozen over something ridiculous like that? Oh, anyway. G'day, Trip. He was the one telling me about foosball. Yeah. Took him, this other guy, this other YouTuber, 7 to 10 days to fix it, but he had to contact YouTube through the creator chat feature to write things. Well, I don't know if it's related to YouTube, but I can do that easily. Let me just think. Yeah, YouTube are quite good for their support. I can usually talk to them quite easily and get information. Not a problem. But I don't know. It could be related. Must be related to YouTube. Can't be anything else. Yeah.
Or it could be due to the ANZ Suncorp merger.
Yes, because that officially happened a few months ago. It happened last year, but the final paperwork, when I did a bit of searching, happened at the end of this financial year. So maybe that had something to do with their staff cuts. It was interesting because, and probably a lot of banks in Australia are the same, but Suncorp only have 1,000 staff, was what I read. And I thought that's quite low. But then again, they've been shutting down branches across the country since COVID because people are going online. And also, they only have 1.4 million members, account holders in Suncorp. And I thought, damn, that's a small bank for a population of 22 million. So, I suppose that they getting bought out was probably a good thing for them, but yeah, they probably cut back on staff more like these buyouts usually do, and the services have been trimmed. Anyway, I can't do anything about it. All I can do is now make sure I have a little bit of extra money in the account that bills like Netflix are going to come out of. Well, no, that wouldn't make a difference anyway because they've frozen my account. So, yeah, I don't rely on it 100%. Like I say, I have my online Wise account, which has a larger amount of money in it that I can bring across to Bangkok Bank when and if I needed to. That's an emergency fund thing. So that's all good. And of course, it got me so worked up that on the day that it all happened, I went down to the bank here, to the ATM down here, and took out 20,000 Thai baht cash, bought that and stuck that here in my condo. Now, knowing that if that was to escalate or something happen or I lose my cards or something, I've got some bug out money where I could fly back to Australia or get by for the next month or so by having cash. So I needed to have that plan C in place, as they say. What's he saying? Yeah, well, just remember, it won't matter in 100 years. It won't matter in 50 years. I'll still won't be here, will I? Yeah, I'd love to look. Yeah, but then I need an Australian bank account, and I don't think it's possible to open an Australian bank account if you're not in the country.
You should be able to do it from the embassy, wouldn't you?
Maybe. You know, I have an old Bank West account that
They don't exist anymore.
Hey?
Bank West don't exist anymore, do they?
Yeah, I think they still do. They're only online though. Yeah. Yeah, I had them because they had no fees on their account. And if you didn't touch your money in their account, you got a decent interest rate. It was a good savings account. If you open an account with them, there were no fees, and if you never made any withdrawals every 2 months, you got double the interest rate. And I still have that account. They scrapped that account years ago, but they kept. If you had one of those accounts, you kept it, and they honoured it. And I still have that account. There's no money in it, but I might have to go that way, maybe. So, anyway, yeah, there's the link if anyone else wants to jump in, including Jim. We'll even let Jim in.
He's gone already.
Has he gone already? Has he? Oh, he's off to watch have his
pizza and Three Stooges.
All right, no worries. Let me go down. Where have we got? Talking about whatever. Where else? Had to jump through some hoops when my YouTube channel, what's that? Monetized. Had to fill out some forms and stuff for taxes. Yeah, it's a little bit confusing. You know, I do pay a tax. There is an American tax that does come out of my YouTube. It was an option. I had no other option in the options I did have. So, for instance, now I'm just going to quickly bring it up, and here we go. So it's a Google AdSense, which is where your revenue comes in through. And now I'm looking through here, payments. So, so I paid US CH3 tax withholding YouTube earnings minus Australian $2.53. That came out of my earnings for the September 1st to the 21st of September account, right? Money. Now, that's telling me that I've been paid. It says automatic payment, bank account, and it shows just as normal for every month that money went into my bank account. All right? There's no notifications or anything on here saying it hasn't been gone in or it hasn't gone through or it's been sent back or anything like that. But if I go into my internet banking and check my bank account and go into that account history, it won't show in there. My balance has not changed. It won't show any funds that have gone into it. The same as my fees for the Netflix. There's no history. My history is frozen on my bank account statements as well online. So I can't see payments or dishonor fees showing up for anything. It's just nothing. All I can do is look at and see my account from the date that it was frozen. I know how these Russians feel. I feel sorry for them. You know.
It sounds more like it's a Suncorp thing, Pete.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll see.
Somebody's forgotten to click a button as they've amalgamated the two bags.
Yeah, and they say, and one of the people did say, as soon as you put in that form, get that form back to us, we'll reactivate your account automatically as soon as we submit that form. Okay, so that was 3 days ago. I know it's the weekend. We're Sunday here now. All right, but I'll take that into account. But if something doesn't happen tomorrow or Monday, definitely Tuesday, I'll be back onto that chat there.
It's probably 10 working days, Pete.
10 working days, yeah. It's like we'll call you within 5 working days. We're going to call you. How about that? That's great. Could you imagine if I missed that call for some reason? Oh, God, I'd be devastated. Been waiting 5 days, and finally the call came through at friggin' at midnight when I was asleep or something, you know.
Or it goes through your spam calls.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Anyway, gosh. Yes. So Paul's saying through AdSense and go to payments. Yeah. Well, I'm looking into there now. I'm on payments, and I see all that there. And verification check. I'll tick on that. Oh, hang on. No. It says verify your account. Confirm your personal information to get your account ready to receive payments. And then it says address verification. And then in greens next to it, it says complete. So that's old. That's done. They're not asking that to be. That's not being asked to be re-verified. Payments info, how you get paid, my bank account, manage. That's all fine. There's nothing there. You got to earn at least $100. That's the payout threshold. That's fine. And manage payment methods. Let's go in and have a look. There's my bank account sitting there, details, nothing asking me to refresh or update anything. And I don't remember ever doing that in the past. I've been monetized for more than a year on this channel. So, yeah, there you go. But like I said, YouTube support are really good. I mean, when I get into YouTube support, they come back and start talking to me straight away, no problem. So I could always ask them, do you think this could be related to YouTube in some way? And can you give me some more information on any of it? So there's Ron, who was in a long time ago, I'm sure. But, hey, Ron, welcome, mate. I'm gonna. No one knew. Oh, Michael's there. Hello. I didn't say hello to you earlier. I'm pretty sure. And I'm just going to skip down to catch up where we are in chat. There we are. Every government wants to extract their tax regardless of they're entitled to do so. Yeah. I did a search on Google for this FT, whatever it is, the name of these people in the US. And apparently they have this agreement with only about 12 countries in the world to track their citizens for tax reasons. And the rest of the countries are not part of it. Australia is. So Australia's agreed to help them with whatever it is with this. And it's to do with the IRS. It's the FACA at Suncorp Bank. Foreign tax certification and I don't know. FATCA. Now, let's just quickly look. I know we're not talking much about modeling, but FATCA comes up with the Foreign Account Tax Compliance Act issued by the USA with the main purpose of preventing tax avoidance by US person through opening accounts or investing in foreign financial institutions. That ain't me, unless it's because of my Bangkok bank account is 3 years old. That's nothing to do with it. I've had that for 3 years, maybe 4 years. But it's the Foreign Account Tax Compliance Act. Yeah. According to the bank operating for transactions with financial institutions and commercial banks worldwide, this collaboration aims to prevent facing a withholding tax or a transaction reject from other financial institutions, which may affect customers' transactions. In this regard, the bank requires customers' cooperation to respond questionnaire and submit additional documents. The bank reserves the right to consider closing customers' accounts in case that particular customers deny responding to questionnaire or submitting the bank additional documents related to the FATCA. So there's a threat that they could close my account.
Well, you've submitted the form, Pete.
I've submitted the form.
So now you're just going to wait for the wheels of industry to turn.
Yeah. So there you go. FATCA. And it takes you to the irs.gov information about it available. which when you click on it, sorry, this page is not found. That's good. That's great. Oh, hang on. I'm on a Thailand page. Oh, because I searched Google and yeah, see, being in Thailand. Yeah.
Get yourself a VPN, Pete.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
That way you can change your location.
Hey, Mark's there. Hello. And yeah. Anyway, enough about that. I don't want to think about that today. Today I'm going to go and hopefully, if the rain lets up, back to the shopping centre to find my camera. Hopefully, I'll be able to get my camera. It's not going to stop me buying that if it's available. And that's about it. The tank. Well, I literally haven't touched anything on that tank. I'm going to do a little bit more in the next day or two, I promise. I'm slack. I'm laundering money. Yeah, laundering money. That's right. Yeah. Yeah. If all the governments, what was that one? Go back. If all the governments were dissolved, would the world be more prosperous and peaceful? I'd like to know how I get my money if they closed my account. How would that work? If Suncorp decide to close somebody's account, well, they can't keep their money. Where would that go? Maybe they'd send it to the tax.
They'd go to a limbo account, and you'd have to fill out 3 months' worth of paperwork.
Yeah, and get it in about 6 months. Yeah.
Minus the interest.
Yeah. Well, I sent 2 emails with that form attached. Once with the wrongly filled out one, and then the corrected one. And in both cases, I never got a response back saying that it's been accepted or we've received it or anything like that. And then even talking on the secure chat through internet banking app, they could not tell me that information through chat messaging. And yet, when I asked them, questioning at the beginning, what address do you have on my Suncorp account file? They were quite happy to paste that into chat. My full address here in Thailand, they were quite happy to plonk that into chat, so-called unsecure, and yet, they won't accept anything from me. So, yeah. Anyway, all good. There's a nice looking little tank there. Let's bring that up on full.
Just to give you a bit of encouragement, Pete.
There we go. Mine will not look like that, I'm telling you now. It will be certainly not have the camouflage patterns on it.
Well, that's the Australian one.
Yeah, and not going to have all that stuff on it either, unless I go buy that separately, which I can. I have seen all the gear.
I did.
Yeah, that does look good, especially with all the gear on it. You got the hatches open too. That's nice. I'm having mine closed because it's going to be easier to paint.
Use canopy glue to glue your hatches closed first. Paint it, and they just pop off.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Didn't think of that. Here I am trying to think. Yeah. I'm trying to think what I can stuff down the hole to stop the paint going in there, but foam, yeah. Glad wrap, tin foil,
blue tack,
yeah.
Oh, no, white tack. Don't use the blue tack.
Oh, really? Why not?
The blue tack has an oil in it.
Yeah.
And it doesn't react well with the paint.
Oh, okay. Well, I can't get either here. In fact, they don't know what blue tack is over here. So what I've got is I've got this stuff here, which is similar.
White tack.
And yeah, I've thrown the cover away, so I don't know what they call it here. But the problem with this stuff is that once you get it off and you break a piece off like this to use, when you put that on, it sticks like chewing gum, and it's a friggin' mess to get off. It's really hard to get off, and the longer you leave it on, the worse it is. It's not. Whereas blue tack, you can go along and roll it in a ball, and just tap it where you had it to get little bits that might be left behind. This stuff, it's like chewing gum. It's just like holy cow, and it's really, look at this. It's much more stringier than blue tack, but you know, we deal with what we got. We make the best of it. So, yeah. I mean, I could always buy some online, but oh no, I can't, can I? Because I can't access PayPal. You know, no, actually, they have a thing over here called Lazada, and all you need to do is use your phone to scan the QR code, and you can pay it straight out of my Bangkok bank account. That's fine. But if I was to shop on eBay, I couldn't do that because eBay's connected through my bank accounts, so I can't shop on eBay. Yeah. Foam or tissue, says Model Tank Guy. Cotton, girlfriend's undies, all these good reasons all coming up. Good on you guys. Thanks for that. Yeah. All right. Girlfriend's undies. That's great. Yeah. What am I going to do? I don't have a girlfriend. Don't answer that. Oh my gosh. Wow, an hour and a half has gone already. Nearly. Amazing. Goes so fast. Hardly spoke anything about modeling. Next week we'll just invite people straight up from the beginning, I think. That'll be fine.
You go without a rant?
I did, yeah. I tell you what, I got this email this morning. Oh, geez, I'm really got Alzheimer's when it comes to people's names. But you'll recognize when you see this. So this was a scam. This is a scam, but it's okay. It was interesting. Inbox, is this the one? No, the other. Where is it? No. Is this it? Here it is. From Tamiya Tani. All right, Tammy sent me an email titled "Ready for Big Adventure." Okay, this is model related, by the way. Let's dive into the journey together. All right. Hello, Theta. Wishing you a bright and joyful day. I recently discovered your YouTube channel and was really impressed by your content. Okay. With 783 videos, I'm thinking, what? And 9,390 subscribers. Huh? What? You're on a great path, but I noticed your video views seem lower than expected. This might be due to the lack of SEO optimization. Can you see your video SEO score is 0 out of 100? By improving perfect titles, SEO-friendly descriptions, if you use high-ranked targeted tags, eye-catching thumbnails, along with promoting videos on your social media, you could significantly increase views, subscriptions, and grow your channel faster. Please feel free to ask any questions, or you can send me an email. Thank you so much for your time. Okay, check out the picture that they included in this email. Who's that?
The black glove guy.
Look at that. Look at that. They sent me that.
You better let Peter know that he's being used.
There we go. Look at that. So, should I forward it? I think I need to forward it to him. They've sent this to me by mistake. That's funny. So, there you go. That was really good. I will. I'll forward that to him.
The Flying Dutchman's it.
But I thought, hang on, I don't have that many subscribers. Jesus. But it was interesting that he's getting, what they say, he's 0 out of 100 for his SEO score. So he's not doing too good by the sounds of it. Jim's back. And look at that. Very nice. That paint job. Beautiful. There we go. Oh, let me get that up quickly. Solo. Yeah. Yeah, well, my engine looks as good as yours. But my doors will be open on that. Yeah, that all looks good. Yeah. Yeah. You know what you could do, not being too critical, sprinkle a bit of, like, you know, you can buy the dust and dirt and shit.
Oh, it's got natural dust on it.
Natural dust, yeah, okay. Yeah. But that's not Saharan dust, is it? Or
they were never in the Sahara, these ones.
Oh, these are the ones that just stayed in Australia, aren't they? They pretty much they did gather dust then, didn't they?
Yeah, all the grants that Australia got stayed in Australia. Yes, Jim, it is MiniArt, same as Pete's.
Right.
All the Australian grants stayed in Australia for trading. Yeah. They got turned into farm equipment after the war.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. I heard that. Oh, well,
which is why the Australian Tank Museum has so many of them.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Like Gilly's saying, it's Aussie dust.
Yep.
It's real. It's real dust. You got to get that realisticness about it, and you can't get more real than that. Yeah. There we go. Just like fairy dust. Fairly dust.
Fairly
dust. Oh my gosh, that's good. Oh boy,
this
yeah.
is horribly wrong.
So, what's his last? What's that? What's his last name? Is it Webster or? Oh, God, what's his? Peter Oxley. That's him.
Yeah.
There he is, Peter Oxley. That's the name. I haven't watched his video for a while. Yeah, the gloved YouTuber. So, oh, good. Anyway, another sip of coffee. I don't want to let it go cold. I'll look at that in the diorama. Hang on, bringing that up. There it is. Yeah.
Bloody plane takes up too much room.
Yeah. Oh, good. A few dead trees from the twigs in the front yard. Yeah, that's great. Yeah. So here's a good question, and we might bring this up as a subject on next week's. How do you deal with dust? How do you clean dust off? I mean, that's got to be difficult on something like that. You know, you can't blow it off. That doesn't work. It embeds in there. And if you start brushing things, you could, start knocking pieces off. Does that really do it? Do you maybe dampen the end of the brush a bit, bristles, a bit of water, help pick up the dust? Yeah. I had this problem on my Kitty Hawk aircraft carrier deck. The dust would build up on there, and using a brush wasn't enough. That dust would a brush wouldn't get it off. And if I'd used anything harder, I'd be risking pulling up any bits of photo etch and stuff that's on there.
They've all started to lift, Pete.
Yeah, it all started to lift. Yeah, that's right. It did too. The only solution is don't let the dust get on there in the first place, and keep things in a case where you can, covered. Yeah, that's right. Like Mark's saying, you got to keep them in a cabinet. Yeah. Yeah, I was keeping mine in my wardrobe, sort of built in my bedroom. I just kept stuff in there. It's still got dust, but not as badly. You know. And here, I've got like my little monkey Honda motorbike. I gave that to the cafe downstairs. They've got it downstairs out in the street cafe on display down there. So that was really nice of him. And he's actually making me a little plaque to go in front of it that's going to have Oz Scalemodeling on it, YouTube. Good on him. But my Formula One car is still here, and that's sitting in the drawer in the kitchen, in the bottom drawer in the kitchen with bubble wrap over the top of it. There's no point displaying here, and the dust isn't a problem here. Not like it was in Sydney. Not so much of a problem here, but still, I'm the only one here. No one's going to see it, so it may as well be put away where it's protected as much as possible. Yeah, tank bath. Yeah, use my airbrush. Yeah, you can use an airbrush too, but again, you got to be careful you don't blow parts off too and lose them. Display cabinets are expensive here. Yes, they're expensive everywhere. Anything that's got what is it? That sheeting, that clear sheeting, laminate and stuff since COVID has doubled in price. Because, as we know, everything went up and nothing went back down again, and that's what screwed up.
Yeah, should have got shares in acrylic manufacturing before COVID.
Yeah, for sure. What's this? Have I been to the model shop lately? I think I've been there. I mentioned it in the last stream. I did go down there. They got no new stock. Unfortunately, everything's online, so. They're a bit less in the store. Nothing new has come in. So there's nothing real new content that I could do if I did a video of anything there. I did notice some new air compressors were on their shelf there, different brands and varieties of sizes. Paints were still the same. Still full stock though. And of course the woman in there, when I walked in, said, "Oh, hey, you're really happy to see me." And she still gets people coming in that have seen the video on the channel. So, yeah, but no, I do need to go back there and buy some olive drab. You probably know this, Paul. Will one little Tamiya olive drab cover that tank, or should I get another jar?
No, that'll cover it.
But one will do it. 50-50 with thinner should be right,
yeah.
eh? Yeah. I think I'll be okay, but I still need to get the paint for the ship up there. That the hull well, I've got hull red, but I haven't got the grey, so I need to get that. So that's another excuse to go back and visit them. Yeah. What else we got? So more people have been shopping since you got there. Yeah, definitely. Oh, yeah, I've definitely improved the business there as well, and not only through here, but my other channel as well. I promote it there as well because it's a great hobby. You all know this. It's a great hobby to have when you retire because it fills in the blank if you're not working anymore. It gives you something to do, and it's the older you get, the more childish you get, they say, and well. Because, as you get older, you're going to go back to nappies and all that. So, get a head start on the modelling again. Pull that, get into it. And for retiring over here, particularly when people move to a foreign country, where, you need to have a hobby better than sitting in a pub all day drinking. All right? And that's what, unfortunately, a lot of people do over here. So it's pretty crazy. My other channel is doing extremely well though, really, really well. I'm averaging about 50 new subscribers every week. It's half the size of this channel now. We're up heading to 2,500 subscribers. So it's doing really well. And I do talk about the modeling on that a little bit. Like I say, as something you can get into when you retire. So, yeah, as Gilly knows, who watches both, and a lot of you guys do. Say someone else does. Wait, say that someone else does. Listen, Gilly, you can do it. Let's get you here on this channel next week. All right. Get your webcam, turn it on, and come and join us on the channel next week. All right.
Yes, Gilly.
All right. I'm putting the challenge out there to you. It's out there to everybody, but let's get Gilly. You got to get on. I want to get you on the channel, mate. You know, I mean, we've been on there with what's the name before on Aussie Modelers Live. We've had you on there before, you know. But I got a feeling that the Hibbo and isn't that good? I forgot his name. Jason. It's been a while. I think they were a little bit mean to you on that channel. So, you know, I don't know why. I love Canadians. They're good people. So Australian-like. So yeah, we'll get you on here. You have to work next weekend. Oh, that sucks. Oh well, next time. Yeah, so that's it. I've got nothing else to say. You got anything else to throw in there, Paul?
Nah, but your bus is still alive.
The what? The bus?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good looking model, isn't it? You know.
It is from this distance, yeah.
Everything is from a distance. Everything is from a distance. Although yours are pretty good up close too.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, definitely. You know, like Ron says, at arm's length. If it looks good at arm's length, he's happy with it, and I'm at that thought as well.
Yeah, the 3-foot rule.
But for people like you and others, I think just a hand's width is that next level of modeling. If you can get down that close and look, then you're right up there. You know, it's a shame that Sydney and Australia doesn't have more clubs where you can go and show your models and some more competitions around. It's really lacking in that area, isn't it?
Yeah, I wouldn't be doing that anyway.
You wouldn't do that?
Nah.
I suppose you got, you know, you're sharing it on the Facebook channels and so forth. So that's
I tried to, but I remember.
Yeah. What have we got here? Workbench. I'm trying to see what that is. Workbench hobbies. Clayton is an excellent model builder. Yeah. Okay. I will next time. Yeah, do that. Good, mate. I hope so. That'd be great. So what the hell is the name of your other channel? I tried looking for it. Did you? Okay. So it's called Discovering Thailand. It's the best channel name to have. You know, they have the Discovering Thailand. There it is. Boom, it'll come straight up the top of your list. You know, my last video is going crazy. I was averaging for the first 24 hours, it was getting like 100 views an hour consistently. It's quite good. All sorts of subjects, just basically my life over here, moving here, what I do every day, and places I visit and things worth coming to Thailand and Chiang Mai to see. Pretty much. I'm just gonna. Yeah, we're almost 2,250 subscribers almost, and the last video was just a couple of days ago, over 3,000 views, and it's. If I go in to look at it here, we're looking at. It's one of those. Getting 50 views and almost a view every minute on that video, so it's good. It's good, and it's not taking up too much of my time. You know, it's getting me out of the condo here, go for a walk, make sure I take my camera with me, and film stuff. There's just so much to do and film and see here. But it's interesting. If you want to go and have a look at it, you can. You can check out my latest video. That's the one, Jim. And it's all about my budget here. So my typical month expenses here. A lot of people put out videos of, oh, you know, you can live on so much a month here, $1,000 US a month and all this. whatever, but it's a very individual thing. It depends on the person. So I put out me, a single guy who doesn't drink, doesn't smoke, doesn't womanize. Yes, believe it or not. And what it costs me per month to live here. And obviously it's got a niche there that it's popular and people are curious, and the comments and feedback is fantastic. People are really relating to it. So there you go. But anyway, that's another channel. We won't go there. Fly fishing and tying flies is up there too. Fly fishing, yeah, well, that's right. People retire and go fishing. For sure. You can go fishing on your computer. There's good fishing games out there too, by the way. It's all good. Alex is there, is he?
Yeah, he's playing Black Flag.
Oh, yes. Okay. I see. Alex is there. He is. Where else we got? I was wondering about that too. Yeah, pin-up channel. Yeah, well, there you go. Discovering Thailand. That's it there. I'm hoping to retire in our highlands with lots of trout and time to build models. See, that's great. Yeah, I come here. Oh, I've been planning to come here for the last 8 years, pretty much seriously for the last 8 years. For the last 5 years, really seriously, to live for sure. And it was back when I first planned to move to Thailand, it was for the climate. And it was always going to be up here in the north, because it's more cultural and the climate's a little bit better and there's more to explore. I like going out on motorbikes in Australia and exploring around, and up in the northern Thailand is just fantastic. Not so much down south, but more up here where we got all the mountains and the jungles and everything. One thing I have not seen here, which is quite surprising even for me, is I haven't seen any monkeys in the wild. Isn't that funny? Down south in Phuket, on the island, Phuket, and some of the coastal places down south, there's monkeys around the temples and in the mountains and that here. But up here in the north, I haven't seen a monkey, which is strange. And I need to find out why that is. I'm sure they're out there. I just, haven't seen any. Anyway, there we go. Must say goodnight, guys. Hit the sack. Thanks, Paul. Thanks for calling in. Cheers. And again, another shout out there for Ice Queen 7's channel. Get over there and watch the live streams and have some fun on their channel as well, which you all do anyway.
Well, it's almost time to start watching Ice Queen again.
Yeah.
When the time zones realign.
That's right. Yeah. Look in the mirror. Smart ass. Did I say you could come on the show, did I? Yeah, right. Yeah. Payback time. Yeah, come on the show, mate. Come on live. Well, yeah, you'll be right. Okay. Yeah, this is the late show in the UK. This is like David Letterman and the late show for you guys in the UK. In the US, it's early in the morning. No, it's not. It's afternoon at night, but earlier. So that's all good. Midnight. Yes, it is. Midth night. Jim?
Midnight.
He sounds tired. Go to sleep. He can't see the keyboard anymore. Yeah, he's fallen asleep. Yes, time zones change next month. That's good. Fantastic. Later, Paul. All right, guys. Well, we're going to call it quits here too. Yeah, we'll join you, Monkey. No, we won't. But we're heading off. I'm not. I'm just, my day's beginning. So's Paul's. So it'll be 9:30 p.m. Yes, go back. Yeah, we don't have any daylight savings or any of that here in Thailand. We just stay the same time, so it'll make it easier to keep up with everybody else. I just don't want to live stream when anybody else is. That's my key thing, but I think we're good at this time. And I can't go later because that's not fair to everyone in the UK. And I certainly can't get up earlier. So
just don't go to bed.
We'll just don't go to bed. Yeah. Well, I did try one, like a 9 p.m. one here. But, yeah, I don't know whether that caught people by surprise and they didn't expect it. And, but numbers were really down low. And I thought, oh, no, it's okay. I'm happy with the numbers. Getting between 20 and 30 of you guys on is good. And we still get new people popping in now and then. So, yeah, but obviously things will pick up. When the clocks go back in the UK, well, then I'll be on earlier for you. So that'll bring in a few extra people that can stay up a bit later for it. But, most of you kids got to go to bed early, so I understand. Well, see you at 8 p.m. That's right, 8 p.m. All right, guys. Well, all right. Thank you all. Thank you all. And if you're watching the replay, I know a lot of people do watch the replay. That's great. Throw a comment down there, even if it's a quick thanks or hello or cheers. It all helps kick the views along, because the views, there are quite a lot of people watch the replay, surprisingly. So probably play it in the background while they were building their models. I used to do that. So there we go. All right. Thanks, Paul. Thanks for.
Well, thank you for having me, Pete.
And I'm just trying to find my little outro jingle. And yeah, it's a different format, seeing a bit squarer. It's probably better for people who are on mobiles to view it. So I like this. It's a little bit. It's a new StreamYard introduced this new view. So with the background, I can add
more people in too.
Yeah, because more people will watch it on YouTube, on the mobile phones. I'd like to add a background, but you need a paid version to add your own. But there are some other images like that. There we go.
Bright.
There we go. The rainbow version. It's a little bit bright, isn't it? So it's good that we can even do this live. We can go a bit bright summary and go back to a darker one. So there we go. A bit of fun there. The bright one's not. No, it's a bit too bright. That is. But yeah, something cool. That's good. We can even add, believe it or not, there's background music that can go in here. Like, check this out. Wait for it. Well, that was it. That was exciting, wasn't it? Let's see what else we got. There we go. There we go. We could make the screen a little bit more chill and relax. Yeah, that's good. And this is all like, yeah, all right. I get, but maybe not a good idea. Not a good idea. I thought I had my music added onto there, but anyway, all right, it's all good. Let's go. We're going. I gotta stop talking. Yeah. All right. Outro music. There it is.
Turn the volume down, everybody.
Yeah, volume down. Yeah, or get out of your chairs and start shaking your ass. It's all good. All right. See you next week. All righty.
All right, later, everybody.
We won't have Gillian next week, but then following week. But we'll get everybody in straight up. So make sure you come in early, and I'll get you on before we even go live. All right. So come in about 5-10 minutes early, and we'll get you up, and we'll all go live together. That's the way. Yeah. All right. See you, Paul. See you, everyone.